the most unique types of plays in the entire game. We're talking about the slow mesh. What is up, everybody? It is Jake back with the MF Film Room. Thank you so much for being here. If you want to be up to date on all things EA College Football, hit that red subscribe button, also the like button as well, and follow me on Twitter and Instagram. If you like college football content, go subscribe to my other channel, Master Football with Jake Posey. Link is in the description. But enough about all that EA College Football content. Let's go. So I know you guys are knee-deep into playing EA College Football right now, and there are 8 gazillion different how-to videos I got to be making. This is the first one, though, that we're going to go over because it is going over, arguably, the most unique types of plays in the entire game. We're talking about the slow mesh. All you got to do is Google and you will find 8 gazillion different articles. Irish Sports Daily, Wake Forest's slow mesh will get the pain in the butt. The infamous Wake Forest slow mesh. Is it time to abandon the slow mesh? Slow mesh RPOs, what they are. How Vanderbilt can stop the slow mesh. Again, we saw this from Dave Clawson, the head coach at Wake Forest. It's an extremely unique type of play. If you want a more expedited history of the entire slow mesh, you can go over here to, whose channel is that? Master Football with Jake Posey? Again, this is my other channel. I reviewed this a couple of years ago. Go check that out. It's still relevant, talking about the concepts, what it's designed for, and everything like that. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over the slow mesh in this game, how it kind of reads, and then a couple of concepts you need to remember, because there's a couple of key points about the slow mesh that differentiate it from regular RPOs. It actually might even be a completely different play all by itself, but we're going to go through that on how to do that. We're going to end up with a couple of those key points and get you guys out of here running these plays. All right, guys, so just for giving precedent here on what's going on, I have Boise State. We're going up against Texas Tech. Texas Tech is a solidly rated defense in the game. Again, how they play in real life, we'll see this upcoming season. But I wanted to go over the slow mesh concepts here because, again, the most important thing here is to get this in your brain. RPOs are runs with pass options. The slow mesh in this offense, it's going to be called walk. Whenever you see the word walk, it means it is a slow mesh play. It's a pass with a run option. You are looking to pass first, and when all of your passing options have been taken away, you almost reluctantly let them carry the ball forward. So again, we're going to get into this playbook right here to see what those look like. First off here is guns double Y off, RPO walk alert bubble. So we're going to call that, and we're going to call a random defense here for the defense. So we see here what we've got. We've got a post on the right, and we've got a bubble screen on the left. So remember, in the slow mesh, we have a pass first with a run option. So you're going to check left, you're going to check right, you're going to see what the defense is giving you. Right now on the right side, I've got a high safety, I've got an off corner. I don't really know if I'm going to be able to get that. I'm going to check left, and then if nothing, I'm just going to let it run forward for the run. So here we go. Check that slot defender. He came in, boom, outside, and we got ourselves a big gain. Same thing over here. We have the bubble on the left. We have the post on the right. So if we see any crazy action from that slot defender right there, over there 3, or if we see anything from like a safety blitz or somebody drops way, comes up way too far, we might go back to the right, but let's run it again. So same thing. Nope. We're going to let it run the ball, and we run the ball and get ourselves 7-8 yards. I cannot emphasize this enough. It is pass. When you see an RPO walk, it's different than RPO peek or RPO glance. RPO walk, pass with a run option. There you go, 7-8 yards. Now, there's a couple different versions of this as well. I usually like ones with those slants or the posts to make sure that anybody who comes out on is a defender off the ball and they come up in the box, that opening is going to be open behind them. Also, here on this left side, I've got this little bubble action here with the different formation. So if any of those two guys on the left that are guarding Y or X come inside at all, I will throw the X route and you should be open. So we see this. Unfortunately, that's a bad one right there because you saw it. That is one of the variations where this can go very wrong, is when the outside guy plays the outside guy and the inside guy plays the inside guy and he doesn't really block for you. It can go wrong pretty quick here. There you go. Still got stuff on the run. Again, this is Heisman difficulty, so there's no guarantees. Good thing Ashton Genty is really good, 12 yards. Again, you wait. It's pass first, and then you let the run go after you check both passes. This is another one of those RPO walks that I haven't been able to find a way to throw the ball to Y, and it's kind of difficult to throw the ball to B. X is a little bit more realistic here, but this one, we've got ourselves a little high-low concept on the left. We've got ourselves a deep post on the right. They take a little bit of time, so we'll see what we can do. I have been able to throw X. I'm basically looking for either that slot defender who's over 3 or that linebacker with the star. If either of them come up, that opening should be open. Well, let's go ahead and run it a couple times and see what we got. There, a couple yards. 6-7 yards, not bad. All right, double A pressure here. So again, maybe we'll see what happens here, but let's go ahead and let this run out. Absolutely blown up. I've ran this a couple times. I really can't throw Y or B. It's kind of difficult to get those in there. X, I can get it in there because it's a quicker route. But again, we'll watch this one more time to see what we've got. And we've got our little X route in here. He gets picked off. Almost gets picked off. So that one, a little bit more difficult than the bubbles. The bubbles are a little easier to read. But again, just want to make sure you can see that. All right, same thing here. This one's a little bit easier. That backside post, it hits a little bit faster, and we've got the bubble on the right side. So we're checking that slot defender on the right side over RB first. Then we'll see what happens with the safety on the left, the corner on the right. More than likely, they're both kind of off coverage. I don't think I'm going to be going that way. We're checking that slot defender, and then we'll go ahead and see if this is going to be a run or a pass. There you go. Give it to him. My guy didn't get a lead block, but that is the correct read for what you're supposed to do. All right, so now corner out there all by himself, no safety help. Boom, got him. There's the post in the RPO walk. One more time, 7-8 yards, pretty easy read. Remember, you're passing first. Now we're going to run PA walk, crack, seam. So this is different here. It's a play action, so it's going to be a slow play action. There's two aspects of this that are different than other play actions. One, it is a slow play action. It's going to take a little bit more time. And two, remember how he's walking forward with that running back. So that means that as opposed to being too deep in the pocket, which happens a lot of times with players in this game, you're going to be potentially too far shallow. You might have to get yourself a little bit of depth. So here's the play. Remember, this is a play action. So it's PA walk. So it's supposed to, fake off like it's doing a slow mesh, but you're actually doing a play action. So let's let this run a little bit. Remember, it's going to be slow, and then you're going to go from here, and I got picked off. So it's going to take a little bit of time, and you're also going to be pretty shallow in this. But at the same time, you can still score. I almost scored right there. One more time. Remember, slow. Get a little bit of depth. Get a little bit out there. Look at this, baby. Let's go. Come on, man. Again, this play can work. I threw a pick the first time, but you can see how this play works. You are very shallow in the pocket, and it does take a little bit more time than most play actions. This is another one here, PA walk return level. So we're going to have ourselves a little high-low on the left, and then we have a deep post on the right. Remember, play action, so it's going to be taking a little bit of time, and you're also going to be shallow. Let's run it a couple times here. Ooh. All right, running our play action. Looks like we got ourselves one guy back there. Come on, baby, go get that. Oh. I actually think I need a little bit more depth with this one because that post on the right is a deep post. And this right here at the ball at the 30-yard line, it might be a little too close. But let's run it a couple more times just to see. Safety comes up. We look like we've got our RB all by himself over there. Let's see if this works out the way we want it to work out. Takes a little bit of time. Oh, right there. And that is how you get the over the top. Oh, he dropped it. All right, remember these key points at the end here. Think pass first. So RPO, run with a pass option. This right here, think pass first. You read your pass keys, you don't see it, you let them run the ball. Think pass first, then have the run the ball be the fallback option. It's more like PROs, passes with run options, than runs with pass options. They are similar in the fact that, if you just don't press anything, it will just run the ball standard. But for the most part, this is how you want to think about it differently. Pass first, and then a run option off that. Now, also with that, the PA walks, so the play action walk is going to be different than normal play actions because they have two things that are uniquely different. One, they take a little bit longer to sell. Normal play action, he turns around. Now he's got to walk up and play action, and then he's going to pass it. It still operates the same way in terms of you're able to pass the ball afterwards, but it's going to be a little bit more time. Also, you're way, way farther inside the pocket than a normal play action play. A normal play action, you get back pretty deep. This one, you're super, super far up close to the line of scrimmage. You want to be careful with that because you're going to be sacked by a lot of defensive tackles, people who are blitzing. You're in a lot of danger from those guys if you don't get the ball off quick, if they blitz those guys. However, if you're doing a good job with the run game, you're able to kind of establish that, you will be okay. But just remember, you're super, super far inside the pocket, not super, super far back. All right, so for those slow mesh plays, remember, it is a pass first. You're not trying to, it's RPO. Oh, yeah, what? No, pass first, read your pass keys. If it's all taken up, just let them run the ball. You should be okay. It's not going to work every single time, but that's what you want to think. Think pass first. Those RPO walk plays, the slow mesh plays in EA College Football 25. All right, guys, get after it with playing that stuff and get back in the comments and let me know, hey, this worked out. Hey, I'm having some trouble. Let me know all of what you think about the slow mesh plays in the game. I've been playing them a little bit and I'm like, I'm not going to necessarily make it my number one playbook, but it's not going to be in my playbook. So I really like what it's done. But you guys let me know what you guys think. Get in the comments and let me know. Remember, please like, share, comment, subscribe, Twitter, Instagram, all those guys. Thank you so much for being here. I'll see you guys later. I am out.